Thank God it's Friday. Welcome to the show. I am Mariah Afolabi Brown. I'm funkifying my name today. I have my lovely co-host. Hi, ladies.
Hello. Hello, Mariah.
Close Shelley, how you doing? I like your butterfly. I really like this butterfly thing. How you doing, Nima?
You want it?
I actually really like it.
I already gave it out. I borrowed it from the person I gave it to. So I'm grateful to God for life, and I understand the place of trials in the life of a believer is to make the believer a stronger person. So we're grateful to God for everything that has happened. And I would like to talk to Muslims or whoever it is that is going through a phase in life, no matter how difficult it is, always trust in God that is supposed to make you a better person. I've been there. And I know it builds you, it makes you strong, it makes you,
it's everybody.
It builds a relationship with God. I just know it works like that.
So you guys are on the last lap. This
so
time next
today's
week,
the
right?
23rd day of the Ramadan.
This time next week we're good to
yes,
go.
So just a few days
So
before.
Friday. There's a party.
23rd.
So we clean the ram or something. What's the plan? What's the idea?
No, I'm not in the mood for the
thinking of the feast here.
feast now.
Yeah.
So maybe in the
Yeah, but
big
tell us
salad.
what happens. You just party.
You
there's
actually
always
look
party.
lean now. Your face is leaner.
I've been fasting and sleeping. I've not been sleeping.
It's a
yeah.
whole lot.
It's the whole
That's
10
the days of
days.
serious sacrifice. Trust
Yes,
me.
so I've not
When
been
we're
sleeping.
Muslims, trust me, that thing was a roller coaster.
Last year, I think we did a full show talking about how women pay the price during
Yes.
fasting by cooking and then also nurturing.
No, cooking
When I
is
was-
even a small part
yes.
of it. You see that night prayers where you have to stand and it's a lot of work, but you know, it just makes you reflect. So,
And I've been fasting alongside you as well.
oh really?
really?
Oh, yes, I
Miriam
have.
says she does it. So
Yeah, I
the,
do
the Muslim fast.
Yes,
Waking
I
up at
do
night.
it.
Oh wow,
I
nice,
do.
interesting.
But I don't eat I don't do suhoor, yes. So
why don't you
Let's
just
go.
you just wake up and do it and then...
Ours, when I was growing up, we were cooking for like a neighborhood in the morning. Like people were coming.
That's
like
the beauty of
so
Ramadan.
it was energy, and next day you're going to school. So in fact, it was crazy. I understand
That's
what
the
you're
beauty.
going through. How you doing, Mariam?
I'm fine. I had a beautiful week, but I just want to make a quick shout out to I've just been getting lots and lots of feedback from my people in Plateau, Kaduna, Bauchi.
Isabel,
Thank you. Nagonko, Karunku, Nagode. Thank you so much. And for those of you fasting, thank you so much.
Amen. Yeah.
Wow, okay, cool.
I hear that one. I hear
Nice.
Ibadan.
That's it. Yeah. Hi, Topsy.
I'm very, very good. You know, I've been trying to form strong woman. I've had running stomach since
Sorry, what's this
Sunday.
American thing we're hearing? That's one. What was this?
Oh yes,
America.
I did it.
about that.
What's that about?
So God has, I posted about 3 weeks ago that I needed a vacation. I'm so tired. And unrelated, like these people don't know that I posted about it. Somebody just called me last week Sunday, this Sunday, and was like, Tokwe, will you be in America by July? I said, like, what's going on?
Yeah.
We have party makeup. There are plenty of people. Somebody is celebrating 60. They want to do makeup. I'm like, if you're going to be around, I say, I am around. Just confirm the number. Let me know the number. And that was how between Sunday, as at Tuesday morning, I booked my ticket. I'm like, it was totally unplanned. I now scrolled. I was just going through my Instagram and I now scrolled. I actually wrote this thing like 3 weeks ago. Like, I need a vacation and God just made it work. So I was doing my photo shoot yesterday and I tied Gaily on my head.
I was just in America. I say,
Yes.
hey, somebody has not mentioned this American
She's storming New York and New Jersey.
I said, hey. I was actually calling my brother's wife in the US. Somebody's coming to do makeup treatment because it's going to be Jersey, right? She lives in Jersey. I said, Regis, because I'm wondering, like, you didn't tell us.
It was Sunday, Mariah, and I didn't confirm my ticket until Tuesday
You're
morning.
going to be in the US, so you know anybody in the US? Holla, right?
You're so sweet like that. You know what? That's what's going on. That's what's going on.
Congratulations.
good.
Nice.
Yeah.
You see, when you want something, speak it.
Yes.
That comes to
So
pass.
we've learned from Tokwe.
And Tokwe speaks it.
Even me now speak it.
Ah.
I wake up in the morning, and when I watch those videos, I'll just be like, I'm achieving, I'm on rough.
Honestly, exactly. That's what I
my
do.
WhatsApp, please.
That's
I
what I
don't
do
want to
too.
see. I'm using my
Well
data.
done. Congratulations. I know you take pictures and you just flood the internet. I am driving United States of America.
Everybody will take. Just
Okay,
calm
let
down.
us go on a break. It's Friday,
Yes,
I think. Yeah.
Yes.
Let's go on a break. We're going to go through the front pages of the newspaper. Stay with us. We'll be right back. We're going to start with the punch. Senate wants MKO Abiola declared as ex-president, says INEC should release June 12 poll results. Reps in rowdy session over Buhari's declaration. Abiola's family, Mohammed Fayemi, thank Buhari. Gazette, June 12, Democracy Day order. Buhari tells AGF. Don't write off Super Eagles, Roar, says Roar. I wanted to read that story, I forgot.
This is small.
Customs generate highest monthly revenue of 100 billion naira. Senate reverses Rex confirmation. Okays Kafarati as FHC CJ.
Federal High Court.
Federal High Court, yes. Chief Justice. Oshimbajo's helicopter makes emergency landing. NERC okays more firms to procure install meters. Offer robberies have sent written defense to police, says Saraki. CBN set to begin Chinese currency sale. And Senate, Saraki, have hatred and contempt for me, says Inspector General of Police. Okay,
I have
MK is all over the papers, so we'll take it a bit later.
Yes, so no, not the World Cup, the Vice President and
Yes,
the emergency landing. So he went on an official duty at in Gogalaja, the Customs Command and Staff College. And on their way back, after the ceremony, on his way back, 30 seconds after takeoff, they had an emergency. Well, it also said in the report, they had 30 seconds after takeoff, they had to make an emergency landing. So for technical issues, he had to go back to the villa, by road in his car. We were happy nothing bad happened because,
I'm actually happy that nothing bad happened.
To the God of Abuja.
Yes, Abuja now. We should have gone by road anyway. The World Cup, hey, I saw this report. Roy is saying that we should have faith in Super Eagles, but the small story, Morale didn't pick
Oh, World Cup bound Kenyan referee caught on camera taking cash. Yeah.
My sister, I watched it on TVC yesterday. I don't know, TVC is on default in my house. That's what we watch. So we saw this. Anas Arimiyao Anas is an undercover Ghanaian reporter for BBC. What he does is, he's exposed a lot of corruption in the system. He's exposed a lot of Ghanaian top officials. And he exposed referees, African referees, how they collect bribe. This particular Kenyan one, you need to see it.
He took cash and there was a video. And I know I've seen the one.
The full video. And he made a movie out of it. He's premiering it for free.
Hey, goodness. Let's move on to the nation. So I guess I can watch it.
He's a gaga. Just watch TVC News.
But I hope it's not a Nigerian person involved in it.
Just a Kenyan. This is not Nigeria.
No, there was no Nigerian involved. Ghanaians and Kenyans.
Okay, moving on now to the nation. Please, we are ready for this World Cup. And we're clean. Abiola Gani families hail Buhari for honors. That's a letter written by the patriarch of the family, Abdul Latif Kola Abiola. That was his response to the president. Saraki explains links with offer robbery suspects. Banks open renminbi accounts in China. Lawmakers can't threaten president, says Malami. Don't quit, or your APC chair tells aggrieved something. I don't know. That wasn't complete. All right, Saraki, what's that story?
Okay, Saraki posted on his Twitter handle yesterday that, he's responded following the letter received by the IGP, the police to him. He's responded to them on all the allegations in the offer robbery. But his media aide refused to tell us the content of the letter.
Yeah.
And they're insisting, since we don't know the content of the police letter to him, we should go and ask the police the content of their letter.
Nima, I also wanted to ask, can we ask that he releases the content of his letter to the police?
Even I have a problem with him writing to the police. If I had the privilege of writing the police, I'll be feeling fly. I think he should visit the police station.
Let's move on to Vanguard. We have lots of people, so you have to hurry up. Uproar as senators reps seek declaration of June 12 polls results. CBN lists rules for $2.5 billion currency swap in China. Abiola lawyers split over legality of posthumous award. Family of 5 die last night in a new home. June 12, Buhari has honored democracy, says Tinubu. Controversy as innocent GT Bank bicker over Supreme Court's ruling. Of our robbery, police have my response to allegations. So we'll take the human interest, and we'll now take the MK Abiola story.
In Ayekpe, Ogun State, around Shagamu area, a family of 5 and a friend moved into their new house, and that was the last night they lived. People heard this pungent smell and went there and found out that they were all dead. There are allegations that it could be from fumigating the house
with the
poisonous chemical, and they slept in the house. That's the part that caught my attention. Like, we all fumigate, we all fleet use insecticide within the house, and we go back in thinking it's all gone, but it has a serious effect.
Well, we need to
on
hope,
our
we
body.
hope to
But
get
we
the
hope
autopsy.
there'll be an autopsy.
Yeah,
We rarely
exactly.
do these
So
things.
this is actually the second time we have in the news about people dying after fumigating their
Yes.
home. Their mother and a child
We need
died.
to look into it. All right, let's move on to Daily Sun very quickly. Abiola, Senate demands release of June 12 results. Family of 5 died mysteriously in Ogun. We just talked about that. Of our robbery, I'm innocent, Saraki replies police. Military amnesty disagree over threat allegation. And June 12, Reps Ohaneze demand Nwosu's honor. So let's join that June 12 story. Who has the June 12 story? Let's start with Nima. Go ahead.
The June
Reps,
12th.
they were just asking.
Yes,
Yeah, go ahead.
yesterday on the floor of the House, the senator for Plateau, one of the senators from Plateau, honorable from Plateau, started an argument saying that, you know, what they've done is political, but they need to make it legal. That there's a public honor act which should have been amended to accommodate the change of
That's what
democracy
Melanie
day.
that raised that. Yes.
That's for the Senate, but for the House of Reps, to change the date from May 29 to June 12, and that wasn't amended. So there's no legal ground for what we have now, all the celebrations that we're doing. There's no legal ground. I tend to agree with him because you cannot build something on nothing. I think they should have been amended, and they should be looking at
I think
it.
the president can actually make that kind of executive order. But I think what
He
was...
can make an order,
Yes.
but the fear of, you know, it just being waived by another president that can only be secured by an act.
Okay.
So there's an existing act, and that act should have been amended to accommodate this.
But they've agreed that May 29th remains days
Yes.
of the handing over. So that doesn't move.
But the Senate were very generous in their own argument. They went straight and said, okay, just pay all the entitlement for over the years as an ex-president.
Okay.
And the problem for the House of Reps, which I also agree, is that this elections was a presumed one.
Right.
It wasn't
Formally
results were not
announced.
declared. It was not formally announced. It wasn't declared the president-elect.
Right.
You know,
But we're having
That's
this
the-
conversation
so
that
should-
they've tried to shut down for a long time, which is a good thing.
It's a good thing. So now they should be looking into.
Senate President was saying, let us focus on the intentions.
Yes.
Yes, maybe there are issues, there are errors in the execution, but let's just focus on the
Well, the
intention
good
and
part
ensure.
of mentioning when there's an error is that, you know, you can fix it.
Yes.
Yes.
The House,
Great.
the National Assembly can fix this, and they should be looking at fixing it. So
And
I
in
think
a
it's
related story, the Ohaneze is saying that, listen, Humphrey Nwosu was the one that actually conducted the freest and fairest elections in 1993.
Yes.
And he should also be recognized that almost he actually went
They
on
should,
exile,
don't worry.
self-exile for so long.
The
Just a
report
result of
also
this.
said that in a week there will
Yes.
be a lot of honors going. You know,
Yes.
Buhari has not given any honors in
Right.
this.
So
presidency.
hopefully,
I want
Humphrey
to take
Nwosu
the
will be
story
recognized.
of Amnesty International. We've been following the story of Amnesty International, and the spokesperson, the director of Amnesty International in Nigeria, Osai Ojigo, said that they have been in talks with the military. They always try to reach out to the military to let them know before any report comes out. And they even told them that, what's your take on these findings that we have? And that they had no reply from the military. The military was sending them over to different other government parastatals. And that the threat that the military is threatening them now, that's from her, and that they're not going to they're not going to let the threat affect them from doing what they're supposed to do, which is to defend human rights. So we're supporting Amnesty International. I am supporting Amnesty International all the way in
I'm
defending
actually
human
calling for a
rights.
proper investigation. If
Yes.
you want to discountenance what they're saying, prove it and make sure that, you know, it's not what.
Okay, all the papers, I think we've actually said all the stories. So, but let me just read all the papers very quickly. Nigerian Tribune, Reps in rowdy session over June 12 declaration. Of our robbery, Saraki sent response to Inspector General of Police. Family of 5 dies hours after moving to new house. Oshimbajo's helicopter in emergency landing. And threat from Nigerian military won't deter us from defending human rights, says Amnesty International. So practically taking all the stories. New Telegraph, I think I have a few seconds left. New Telegraph, declare Abiola ex-presidents pay his entitlements. Oshimbajo's helicopter makes emergency landing. And privatization attracts $7.8 billion FDI to Nigeria. Moving on very quickly now to The Guardian. President Buhari's June 12 stance faces legal hurdles. Government fails to review oil contract despite $21 billion loss. And very quickly, this day, Abiola Fawemi families accept national honor. Thank Buhari. I think that's all we can take. On the front page newspaper, when we come back, we ask, can you take back your bae after they have
Being
intimate with somebody else? Thank you. Stay with us, we'll be right back. Welcome back to Your View. Thanks for staying with us. So, social media went crazy when someone went online and discussed or recounted how his fiancée cheated on him with his younger brother and got pregnant in the process. According to the user, he has forgiven her and his brother also because he loves the both of them dearly. Now, at the end of the day, does love really conquer all? The question we're asking today, that if you were in that situation, how would you handle it? To join the conversation, you can call us on 070-80668014. You can also tweet to us at TVC Connect. Please hashtag YourViewTVC so we can read your tweets. Interestingly, I think it was just a couple of, maybe like Monday, when I was having I was with my husband, we were just having a gist, and he asked me, Maria, what is it that I can do that you say you're done? What is that thing? And I found it really hard. I mean, the only thing that came to my mind was maybe incest. That's the only thing that I know I can never forgive, you know. But he has told me over and again that his deal breaker is if I ever cheat. That for him, that one, he cannot forget that one. I'm telling you today, I cannot forgive. So, you know, that is in my mind. But I'm thinking, this right now is an African, South African, I believe. He's willing to forgive. Now, are we as Africans in that situation where we feel we can forgive regardless?
So what makes this story special is because it is the man forgiving. You see, it is easy for a woman to forgive.
Yeah.
I am speaking to the woman. Marriage has enough issues for you. Do you understand? Marriage has enough issues concerning commitment without you adding someone you cannot trust. It is the basis. I will not advise any woman to forgive a man. This man is special. To forgive a man caught cheating.
Really?
Yes. So let me explain the thing. We have this permissive attitude towards men. Men are permitted to cheat. Women must never try it, which is why I applaud this man for saying that love covers all. I would move on with you. I'll forgive you. But you opened your two koro eye and had intimate relationship with another person. When you are committed to someone else, that speaks of disrespect for me.
But do you think
I agree that it is disrespectful. Cheating is bad. But this particular one, for me, is done. I mean, if you cheat with a brother or a sister, you are done. It's over. There's no, I forgive you. God forgives you. I love you. But we cannot be in a relationship ever again. But, you know, if it is someone on the outside, you know, there are so many factors. We're having issues, emotional issues. So there are many factors that cause people to go out of their homes and cheat. And sometimes through counseling and sitting down talking, I can see that and forgive. But someone, but that's just for me. It's over.
You're about to say, goodness, I hope I get this right.
It's not.
Something that is a legba or something like, with nothing coming from above that.
Okay.
So really, there's really nothing new under the sun. There's always a way around things. So is this, I would say that this man has a big heart. So listen, he's my brother. At least I know where you went to. It's not as if you went to go and meet one clown outside.
You know what?
I know.
If you can go and meet my brother under my nose, then you will go and meet my neighbor.
You know what?
Sleep with, if you can have
the cynical part of me, I really do not
trust.
like being cynical. But the cynical part of me, I'm wondering who makes the money in this relationship.
Okay,
You know, that's the question that I would, honestly, because that's the only thing that kept
let me come to you and then we'll talk about the money part a bit. Yes.
I read this story and I still cannot get around it. You know me with my stand on this kind of thing. So for me, cheating is a deal breaker. I'm not going to even go there. I'm not permissive of it. Like Tope said, I won't take it at all. But what bothered me seriously was the fact that she got pregnant for the brother and there's a forgiveness. So is it like after you give birth, take your child, I keep my baby? I don't understand.
No, he's saying that we are co-parenting.
He said, we have a baby. He said, I have just become a father. And the mother is my, I mean, we just had a baby. And the father of my baby is my brother. You know, so I was wondering how he played out.
So I understand. That's my reply. Please give the girl to the mother of the child, to the father of the child.
Full stop.
Full stop. See, why are you trying to be in the middle of their love?
But Lima, can I ask you, as we are progressing, especially because our culture is evolving, we are getting to the point where we are getting more accommodating of issues. Because, I mean, whether we like it or not, it's 21st century. Things are changing. It's good for us to say, oh, values, yes, this is how we are. But if in understanding that the victim, at the end of the day, is this child. because the victim at the end of the day is this child, can I be considerate of the fact that I want this child to have a home, a happy home, where he's not a bastard? Let us have that community. Let me taking the wife, like, taking the child, and know that this child's future will be guaranteed.
But you know where it's different? You know where it's different in this case? We know the father, we know the mother. So this is not a woman that is
maybe the brother is not responsible. That's what Mariah is trying to say.
Okay, listen,
maybe the brother is not responsible, so he's trying to give.
Let's leave the case because it's almost easier because he's a sibling. Let's make it it's just Dick and Harry.
Okay.
So you get pregnant. So as a man, your wife cheated on you, your fiancé cheated on you, right? You know you're married, and you're willing to forgive her. So shouldn't you be open-hearted enough to be able to take her in?
But must forgiveness be to take her back?
Yes.
Forgiveness is for you, it's not for her.
Go and start your life.
Forgiveness is for you and not for her.
So and let you to pollute my family line.
Yeah.
I bring you into my family.
Are you considering the child?
I bring you into my life. We become one. Then you come with your baggage. No problem. Okay. And then you pollute my family line with
How is
cheating.
your family line being polluted?
But she raised the major
religious now.
Miriam raised the major issue. Money has to be involved because I read a story, true life story in Nigeria of an Igbo man that was caught. Let me not use Igbo man. A married man that was caught cheating. And the wife read through the messages on WhatsApp and saw all the lewd messages from ladies and started smashing and breaking things. The man now said, calm down, calm down. When I was going to marry you, how old were you? I was 20 years older than you now. I was married to an Oyinbo person. So if I cheated on my Oyinbo wife and I'm not cheating on you, why are you getting worried? The girl just calmed down and went to cook for him straight.
Economic empowerment.
So the economic part is also important. So we will ask ourselves, if the case is when your wife is the breadwinner of the family, if she cheats, you will sit down there. You become
just
humble.
cannot get out of my head this Quranic verse that the adulterer is for the adulteress. So you cheat, go and marry your partner. Simple. Continue. So I move on and start because for me the sanctity of the home is so important. I don't understand. And a child belongs to his father. Simple.
Nima, you know what? I feel that we're all being selfish. Let me tell you why.
How?
Because we always think about me, myself, and I. I don't want them to say, Kinamaso.
It's not them.
What will society say? If our interest first is about the child, of the innocence of the child, then we can say, you know what? Because of that child, I can actually take wife
selfish also, trying to save your face. So you don't want your neighbors to think, okay, my wife cheated. Maybe there will be a stigma following.
Mariah,
you now adopt a child that you hate.
We need to look at intent and motive. Do you understand? Some people have brought in children from a previous relationship into a new home, and they've been adopted in that home, and they have become family.
Right.
Do you understand? And that one is even understandable for the man. Up front, I know. We have stories of women who bring in pregnancies into their homes, lie to the husbands. Do you understand?
Plant it on the man.
You know, plant it on the man. Many years down the line, you do a DNA and then he's not your child.
The man is still fainting.
How do you ask that person to love the woman? Yes, a man, you know what happens? In that case, the man will be able to love his child, but be unable to continue to love the wife. And you don't want a relationship where the parents are not happy.
From Philadelphia. In fact, I'm too scared.
On top of customers.
Joseph from Philadelphia. Hi. Goodness, what time is it over there?
4:27 a.m.
4:27, please. Thanks for calling. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, I think the story, I read the story on Instagram. I think the story is not complete.
It's not complete. Okay.
The story is not complete.
Forget about the story. Let me ask you, Joseph, since it is you, would you forgive a woman in...
He said anyway, in our Zulu culture, allows us to marry our brother's wives, girlfriends when they are dead. So what I did, hopefully some of you always let you forgive.
The culture
No, I
allows you to
won't.
marry
I won't
a
forgive
dead.
her.
I won't forgive. Okay.
Okay, you will forgive her. Okay. All right. Thank you very much.
He's talking about the culture that allows you marry your brother's spouse if he's dead.
But he's not dead. He went behind my back and he slept with my wife.
Okay, can we talk about forgiveness, please? Can we talk about the issue? Do we really believe in that word forgiveness?
Yes,
Forgiveness
I
is
believe
extremely
in
important.
And what does forgiveness mean to you?
Forgiving is that you've let go of the hurt the person has caused you and you have let go of the person. However, it is stupidity when you carry forgiveness and bring the person that hurt you back into your life to perpetrate the same evil again. If you've hurt me, I will forgive you.
If Jumoke was on this couch, you talk about love because Jumoke believes so much in love, this factor called love. Because the truth is that if there's real love, listen now, if there's real love in the mix, like real unadulterated love.
I am a believer in real love.
And I see, If I was the man, I can love you and I can love that child, but I would not want you to be there as a constant reminder of your betrayal. I will not be able to do that.
How did she get to that point? It means the real love was one-sided.
I have tweets. Uncle G says, some men have got guts, Sha. Take her back for what now? I can't even see myself sharing the same bed with her again. Good morning, Andrew Instream is saying, I have come to the middle of this topic, and then he continues the tweet, but I can't find it. He says, only Nigerians would have a problem with a man choosing to forgive his cheating partner. Then it has to be money. Why are we like this now? Ademola Alalade says, I want, what wonders shall never end, though. My wife will cheat on me, then I will forgive her. No way. That will be the end of it,
But
unless we did not exchange marriage vows.
One cheat all the time.
You know,
And we forgive easily because it was the reverse. The woman
But
will
the thing is
easily.
that, are we forgiving or are we just really, counting our
These are our
losses? Like,
children that
if
we are
exactly,
securing
is it
them,
my
okay?
children? Is it
They will
economic
like
empowerment as
children
we talk about? Financially,
Yes.
are we strong enough to do this on our own? So sometimes women are there not because they are forgiving, they are watching, biding their time, waiting for the day that.
And so, culturally in Africa, the family members who think, it's strange for her to forgive, will be looking. If the man just falls there tomorrow, they'll say,
Is this what?
You must have killed him.
All right, let's go on a break. So that was the gist all over internet, I think, for the past 1 week now.
Yeah.
People have been talking about it, and we just thought, let us express our own views on your view and also hear your views. But we'll not go on the break now. When we come back, our celebrity guest takes the couch. Stay with us, we'll be right back. Welcome back to Your View. Thanks for staying with us. So Yomi Alore, popularly called Yomi Gold, is a Nigerian actor and businessman who features mostly in Yoruba movies. He started his career in early 2000, and since then he has been a regular face on our TV screen. Welcome, Yomi Gold, into the building.
Thank you.
So you can call us on 070-806-68014. You can also tweet to us at TVC Connect. Kindly hashtag YourViewTVC so we can read your tweet. Before we go into you, sir, so what are your thoughts on this tweet? I'm sure you've already read that tweet about the South African.
No.
Okay, but if your fiance
Wife.
or wife to be gets pregnant for your brother, would you forgive?
That's a serious matter.
It's not a quick answer matter.
Yeah, that's a serious matter because my wife gets pregnant from my brother. Wow,
Two major
that's
betrayals.
crazy. In Yoruba land, is called a war.
Then
Yeah, because
Abomination.
abomination. You understand? So yeah, it's not something I can easily forgive, and it's not something I can even. It's not something I can't imagine it.
Are you serious?
Yeah, because I can't even imagine my wife, doing something with somebody that is not my. You understand? I am married, yes.
The daughter.
Yeah, so yeah, 2 kids, yeah. So I can't imagine my wife doing something with somebody that is not my relatives.
Okay,
Now we're
so
talking about.
the okay, let me jump in. I was going to throw in the whiskey stuff, but let me just.
Oh,
But let me
okay.
just ask you, you're in Nigeria, you're married to an American citizen. Does that not give room for,
long distance.
long
No,
distance,
not long distance.
those kind of things to
That's
happen?
opportunities.
Yeah, it depends. You see,
Shouldn't you
sometimes.
be more willing to forgive when you find that kind of thing that happens, like, but I'm the one that left her now.
I wasn't even
As in, I
there.
wasn't even there.
It was cold, winter.
Still, I can't still really go with that because
Okay.
if she has wanted to get back to me because I'm not around or I don't used to stay around, she should have just done that with somebody that
Well, let's
is
go
not
to the
mine.
issue of long distance relationship. How are you managing that?
Yeah, God has been so good to me because sometimes it depends when you want to, when you're ready to pick a wife or you're ready to settle with someone. You have to really think of the kind of person you are doing it with. There are some things that normally you can see it coming when you're dating a girl, and maybe
Okay, this your story is plenty.
You just give
How you are going around?
Let me ask you.
Wait,
How have you been managing
how have you
this?
been managing when your wife is not here? That's what they are speaking too much grammar.
considering that
I've been managing.
So
exactly.
you are an actor, and these people are around you, all your
Yes,
fan
now.
base.
Is that what?
Lad,
Okay.
female, how do you
What is
cope?
that?
Okay. Maybe
your
you should
beard,
just.
everything
Maybe
clean,
that question should have
shaved.
been like, how do you cope with females, admirers, and all that?
Please, how do you cope with female admirers?
Yeah, because I'm a strong man.
Strong can be relative.
And I
Strong
can
have several meanings.
Man.
so I'm a strong man and I stay focused on what whatever is what I'm doing is what I'm
the
doing.
one that even-
I don't do anything aside my wife.
Okay,
Yeah.
good.
She's
That's
watching
very
right
good.
now.
But you know what? On your Instagram,
He's
there are
smiling.
pictures of you and videos of you in different positions with this.
Awesome.
I know it's acting, but I mean, and she's far away in America, and then she opens her Instagram page, and then she sees her husband doing all these things. I mean, recently there are pictures all over saying you were in warm embrace with a particular actress, and it was for a movie.
Yeah.
But imagine she checks her phone, and the first thing she sees is her
So
husband.
how do you manage this kind of conversations?
How do you manage the conversation? What does she say to you? What do you say to her?
Well, to me, I feel that's one of the price she has to pay getting married to an actor or to a public figure. Because for real, see, in marriage, right, there is nothing like smooth. There will be a time that you want to think about something that is so sad, but you just have to let it go.
You're speaking in parables. I don't
She
understand.
knows I'm an actor,
Okay.
and she knows that when I go on set, there will be a situation whereby I will act with other,
So she
females
knows
and all
you,
that.
she trusts you.
Yeah, she trusts me to that level. That Yomi is just on set.
God.
It's not doing
We know your
anything.
type. Nima, please go ahead.
This fine guy. So,
Chelawe, Sha. Elawe.
Am I worried?
now we-
Let's just go.
Ramadan Kareem.
Yeah, thank you.
But I read about you and your journey into acting.
Okay.
And I understand that the caucus thinks the future all the time. I wanted to understand your educational background.
Okay.
How did you get into it? Is it until you do caucus or you had a journey in arts?
Yeah, it wasn't just from school. I do the caucus thing.
So what did
you
you
know,
study?
because from I just had diploma because in public admin in Uni. So I was about to finish that. That's when I thought about going to acting, because after that 2 years, there was nothing to do in Ilorin, and I was just waiting to do my direct entry into Unilorin that time. But because I had an opportunity to meet Alhaji Yinka Quadri, so I traveled to Lagos.
So you're in the Ogogo group.
Yes, Odofa
See
Kakos.
her.
You know, I'm
I'm
reading
such a
about
fan of.
Yeah.
I mean, I would love to meet him one day. If you know him, please.
Ogogo,
like
right?
he's like my
Yinka
childhood
Quadri is not
crush.
Ogogo.
Oh, that's a good
Okay.
one.
Like my childhood crush.
All right, so for me,
This is real thing.
the stories I read about you are mostly success stories. I mean,
Yes.
you're like a fast rising star, award nominated, 3-time nominated actor, you're a producer, you've got a distribution company, you're a major player in real estate, you're a father, you're a
Yes, long
husband.
distance
You're
relationship.
not, I mean, you're not 40 years. What's the strategy to your, what's the
Okay, it's not
strategy?
easy. We understand. Please go
What's
ahead.
your strategy? What's the strategy to your success?
To me, the thing is, anytime I'm doing something, I only just want to, stay focused on one thing. Especially, we all know that acting is not something that is very easy to do, and I must be truthful to you guys that acting is not something you just want to do alone.
Okay.
You know,
You have to add something to
have
it.
to add
you have to
something.
add something
have
to
a
it.
side hustle.
Yeah, and if you're opportune to be a nerd person, then you should be able to utilize that chance to get to do some other things. And if you talk about me being a distributor in the movie industry, also it's because of what we've been facing regards piracy and all that. So that gives me like, okay, what do we do? How do we stop this whole thing? How do we make more money? How do we double our sales
Right.
in the movie
It
industry?
brings me to the question. Yesterday we talked about artists, creating this packaging thing about themselves. How true is it that, artists don't really show the real picture of what they go through? Because your stories or success story, do you have challenges and what are they? Is it true that, everything is packaging, or you're real and your finances are real also?
Well, everything is packaging. I have to be realistic. Everything is packaging, and it's not like even if everything is packaging, there are realities. You understand? We make the money we make. You understand? But as an actor, as an actor or as somebody who is out there, you want to give people what they are expecting. You understand? When you're in the movie, you're playing a big boy and all that. You don't want to go on the street looking
Like a
rough
street
and
boy.
all that. You have to look good. You have to portray what you're preaching.
Right.
So
You
I have
understand?
a question. When your friend died,
Okay.
you went on the attack against Nigerian doctors.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a bit about that?
Yeah, what I did I was because I've seen so many situations in Nigeria. Because I was in America when that happened.
Oh, okay.
You know, and when I was in America, I noticed something that no matter how small a clinic, no matter how small, they have everything there to save life. It doesn't have to be how big or how big is the organization that determines, but that is how it happens in Nigeria. Okay, let's say somewhere like K2 here, that is very close to this place. Somebody might just fell sick and they needed something to, you know, to bring him out, whatever, to revive the person. And there is a nearby hospital that is very close to their house. Do you know that they might take the person there and eventually nothing will be done until they say, well, let's take him to general.
Happened to your friend?
That was exactly what happened to my friend. Because they took him from there. He wasn't feeling fine in the middle of the night, and they took him from the house to a nearby hospital. And eventually they got there, they were now saying they were looking for something, they were looking for a particular injection to revive him or to stop what. So some of his people has to be, you know, driving all around. They have to drive to Lekki, and before they go back, it was in the morning, like 5 a.m. Before they go back, he died.
Right. Let me take this call from Kunle. Kunle, are you there?
Well, I am.
Thanks for calling. Go ahead, please.
Well, I want to commend your efforts.
Thank you, sir.
I'm a first-time caller anyway.
Welcome to the show.
Welcome. Well, I'm motivated to speak to you online because of my partner person, Yomi Gold there.
Yeah.
He's been doing a very wonderful job. Honestly speaking, he's somebody in the Nollywood industry that I respect so well.
Wow.
Thank you.
May God continue to strengthen and bless him.
Amen. Amen.
And for you, anchoring the program,
Mariah?
Honestly speaking, I enjoy everything you do every day.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
May God continue to bless you too.
All right. Stop.
Many people use this kind of stories to go into advocacy. You know, most people now take it like a lifelong project to get hospitals doing stuff.
Yeah.
How have you been doing? What are you doing concerning that?
You plan to do it?
Oh, you just ranted.
Yeah, regards that, no. But what I intend to do, because I was discussing with someone about the little children, you know, getting how do I call it? Like
Organization.
yes,
Yes,
so getting the little children to where they can be able to get proper medical check and all that, especially in the rural areas.
Right.
Because I tell you, a lot of people can afford to take their children to hospital, check them and everything.
So
But if you
affordable
look at the people in the rural, okay, like 2 weeks ago, we went to shoot around Abule Egba, and on our way to that location, one woman carried a child, a dead child. A dead child. She couldn't do anything. She was just saying, Egbamio, Omomio, Mimo. And around that area, there's no any hospital around there. So you can imagine. So government has a lot to do.
But Yomi, what you just mentioned now is what Topper was trying to say, that if you put your face on the advocacy for that cause, you know government would respond, because you're a celebrity, one, you're a known figure, and you've been there. The picture you just painted now, if you put your face calling for action on that alone, you will start to see small response areas.
Let's go on a quick break.
Communities.
When we come back, we'll take more calls on Twitch. Stay with us, we'll be right back. Welcome back to Your View.
Atinoke, she me to the kitchen to read me ateri. So why are you not telling me to go to the kitchen now? Even to about something baking lost the kitchen, not in this manner, not in this kind of attitude. No matter something baking kilo down. Please go to the kitchen and cook for us.
Oh, who is hungry here? Who is hungry? And say we have pineapple lost the kitchen. Can I have the remote?
Atinoke, go to the kitchen.
What kind of manner? Oh, shoti or bitolo man su me say me. O to so dey niyen pẹ̀lú àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ bí ìsọlẹ́nu. Kí ni gbogbo yẹn sìn? I told you I'm so much tired. So kí ló wà ńbẹ̀?
Ṣé ló dàbí pé mi gbọ́ rí? Home training ẹ, ibo lójú sí. So you're telling your husband to go to the kitchen for you? No, ṣé tá bá ń gbé nílùú òyìnbó, ìyẹn mi wí pé àṣà wa àti ìṣe wa láti Nàìjíríà kò gbàgbé ẹ̀.
No, you can't tell me that. No, Atinuke, go to the kitchen and cook for me.
So thanks for staying. So since you're married to a Nigerian American who lives in America, do you guys have this kind of situations where she's so Americanized such that she would ask you to do the average thing the average American does?
Yeah, sometimes she does, but but because me, I like food, so I don't even wait for her sometimes. So me and my daughter, we are very close. So if in the morning, because she work at night, so when she comes back in the morning, she's tired already.
Right,
So
so
I can't even ask her to go to the kitchen.
Right.
So instead of that, I just call my daughter, Aliyah, let's go to the kitchen. What are we eating this morning? So I do
You cook
that.
in Nigeria by yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes.
Not really.
Sometimes. But in Nigeria now, they have a lot of people that cook and you can just call them, they deliver the food.
Right.
So we want everybody to
Until
make
you go
money.
to America before you get a good home cooked meal, or does anyone?
I think I saw you on Instagram with your mama, so I think.
With my mom, my mom is there right now at the moment.
Okay.
My mom is there and taking care of the...
So as a Muslim, are you willing to marry additional wives?
No.
I'm not open to male alone.
I can't do that, except I have to divorce one and take
I mean,
It's
we
not
just
multiple, it's
yeah,
not a
talking
polygamous
about
man.
yes. Oh, talking about your mom. I know you just recently lost your dad.
Yeah.
And I was just wondering, that's really sad. His soul rest in peace. Yeah. But usually our fathers have like a strong, bond with. How has it affected you? Has it affected your job or your drive in any way?
And on the lighter note, do you want him to get DCFR and DCFN, DCO?
Like the way
Since I know that they are sharing it.
Are you see that they are going to be giving
Now
them
that
in the
they are
next few weeks? Are you
sharing it,
canvassing for your daddy to
Dead
be
people.
recognized?
Oh my goodness! I would say it affected me in a little way because my father, I always look up to my dad, the way he does his things and all that. Naturally, my dad is a star. It's not like he's not an actor, but in the family, my dad is a star because everybody loves to be around him. He's very funny, And the sad thing then, I didn't get to meet him alive, when I got back. He called me, he said, and that's really funny.
So let's talk about your work. Because you see, actor, producer, and a lot of times in the Yoruba movie industry, everybody is a producer. So which one is your strength? Or you just dabbled into it because everybody is doing it? Tell us about your productions and the best of them.
Okay, I just didn't dabble into it. It's because I love doing the job, and that's why I joined the movie industry. And when I joined it, I love it. And when I see the way the whole market is, I decided to also, produce. And after I produced, I also decided to be a marketer. Just to make sure that we can get money from
the full industry.
Yeah,
you controlling the full chain of
Yoruba,
command.
not so much of English.
Because you see, it's not easy. The stress of I know what I went through getting to be known in the Yoruba movie industry. So if I've gotten to this level, I'm not just gonna be hunting for jobs for English movies.
Okay,
if anybody wants to say, okay, Yomi, we want you in our movies, in English movie, fine. Okay. But me running off, I can't do that no more.
Yes, I'm happy that you talked about that. You had like a journey to get to where you are today. Because a lot of times when we read, you read your successes. So do you want to tell someone watching you right now what those challenges were for you? And maybe they can take a cue from you or learn something from you.
I would tell the people coming up right now to be very focused and also to be true to their own talent. Talent really matters. It's not all about, when you look at the guys and the ladies in the movie industry, they all find different ways of getting to that stardom, you understand? And as an actor, you have to be very sure that you can do it, and you have to also work towards it. And as for ladies out there, make sure you're very good, because when you're not good, eventually these producers will just mess you up, take advantage of you.
Let's talk about how you assisted.
Let me take a call from Yetune. Yetune, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Thanks for calling. Go ahead, please. You're live. Yetune, go ahead, please.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello, good morning. My name is Yesmi. I'm calling from Florida.
Yes.
I just want to say to Yomi that we really love his role. We really love his roles in the movies. I think he's a very good role model. And I like the use of social media platforms like Instagram and Facebook to actually further the information that they're sharing. So well done and keep up the good work.
Thank you.
Okay, Yomi, I've been looking at you.
Since.
Listen, you're a fine guy. The average Nigerian woman out there, you know, you have these women around you. You gotta tell me something. You just gotta say, there's something. How are you managing yourself? Because you will look like a club guy. You look like a.
If it's not true, just quickly deny.
I'm just saying,
she's just
because
she judge you
so
and
me,
market you.
you're trying really hard not to maintain eye contact with us. You know, when a man is looking at you, you know, yes. But you've not put your eyes to meet my eyes since. You are trying to avoid eye contact. So there's something suspicious.
If you don't answer this question well, you are going to stand the risk of the ladies of your view looking at you like we looked at one of you when he was here.
What is always looking straight?
Looking at us with our eyes. Yeah, you want to help me to ask the question?
We have asked him now. Yeah. How do you? And don't give us religious question answers or those kind of things.
You know God is helping you.
He's helping all of us.
How is it?
You see, we have so many beautiful ladies in the movie industry.
Yes.
And you will know that it will be like Hilati.
Really?
You understand? When you have beautiful ladies like that, I've acted with major actors in the industry.
Been there, done that.
So you understand? So when I come across all these beautiful ladies out there, I just say, hello, how are you? I will just do our normal thing. And that's it.
So I know someone that wanted to come into the industry, and she told me that to join, you know, you have to join in Yoruba movies, you have to join a clique or whatever. And that she had to come to you, she came to you to try to register.
Yeah.
What's the process like for someone who wants to start a career acting in Yoruba movie? How do they reach you? What would happen when they reach you? And how would they get into the movies themselves?
What they can do is they just have to first look at the people that has this caucus thing, that has organizations that they bring up, you know, the actors and all that. They should just go to those people. But I would advise them, don't just go to an actor. An actor who is even just, you know, hustling and getting jobs and all that, they will just make you, you understand? Yeah. So you have to be like, you have to know where you're going. Okay.
How long does it take?
We have to run up. Can you tell what you're working on? What should we look out for?
Project? Yeah, right now I'm only working on my distribution channel, which I just partner with ShopRite Nigeria. And yeah, so basically it's about movie distribution because as you can see, we have so many platforms that people can get movies from. Some people watch movie online, some people do DVDs. Right. You know, you see the numbers of a lot of people who just want to buy those movies and watch. You understand? So the only thing I'm working right now is my distribution business.
You know, any plans to bring your family home?
Not at the moment.
So you want them to be Americans? Son.
No,
your children coming to Nigeria, you know, speaking the language, you know.
Do they speak your language?
Yeah, like Aliyah, like my daughter now. So, you know, I used to try to teach her, you know.
As grandma is grandma must teach
grandma is there right now. And
please bring them home.
Before Nigerian doctors will now show their color.
All right, that's all we can take. That's all we can take on the show. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. Thank you, sir, for coming. We wish you my regards to your beautiful wife. My lovely regards. Tell her that we love her, we admire her, and we congratulate her
for her patience and her understanding.
All right, enjoy your weekend. We'll see you on Monday. Bye-bye.